Yep. Yep. Did it again. So many mistakes. So many mistakes. So many lost videos. By clicking the wrong button on my computer. I'm doing something wrong. I shouldn't be doing it. The last video ended. We were working on 3 times 4, 3 plus 4. I'm not going to put the videos together. I might put them out as 2 separate videos. Maybe because I'll get more clicks. I don't get enough clicks. I don't get enough likes. I don't get enough views. And the views I get, they don't watch for a lengthy period of time. I occupy a lot of time. You practically have to quit life just to keep up and understand my videos in order to place them in your mind and say, he hasn't told me much more than this little block of information. The story never ends. It just keeps going. I want to see the end. I'll tell you the beginning of the end. Turn on your Dr. Mario, and what happens at the end? You start the game over again. You come into life, and you leave life, and your spirit goes on. This is just a body, and you hear me talking, because when you signed your page to come here and have your life of Facebook, you said, I'll remember. You're so smart in the other world that you keep saying, I'll remember because I know how this whole thing is made. And you signed that contract, I retain no memory from the altar world. And I come onto earth as a child, dumber than dumb, with the possibility of becoming smarter through the Spirit Connect. That Spirit Connect is coming to an end. 7286. The Spirit Connector of the division of the 7th gate through the Spirit of 76 and 15 and 76 and 5, 76 and 15 and 76 and 5 equals through Mars and the E world. And why did I choose 76? Because it's the spirit of 76. And the numeric number to spirit is 91. The flip number to 91 is 61, or it's 16, 91 or 19. And through the multiplication of 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 equals to 7 and 12, equals to 19 and 5. The minus and the plus, which tells me the same thing over here. Spirit is at 19, of equals to 15 and 6, 21. 15th letter, 1 and 5 is 6. Talking about, yeah, Mars. That's why we're talking about Mars. So if we can catch up to everything they're talking about now, in numbers, we can find what's actually coming next. Because it's already been created. There, at a certain point, there's a certain level of what's going to happen in a game. Find the game online. Find the creators of the game. Find out what happened in the end of this cycle. Okay, maybe the cycle of Saphira. There was a game where there was islands and pods, and in every single pod that you go, in a new level, yes, on the next level that you go to, and each level should have internal levels to it. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's levels and there's internal levels. I get into the building, I go into the corridor, I go into the hallway, into the corridor, then into the hallway of the floor that I'm on. This is the E world, my friends. 5 is E, 15. Now, why did I make 76 and 15? Because I wanted to get 91. Now, if I minus 10 from this, I get 66. If I minus 10 from this, 66. If I add 51, I get 66. If I add 61, I get 66. I have all the same numbers here, the E world of Mars. But when you have 1, 5, you also have 2, 5, you also have 3, 5. Why? Because 1 and 2, 1 between 2 is 3. Now, in a reflective world, remember this. This is the accent. Accent aigu and accent grave. I don't know which way I say it in French. One goes this way, one goes this way. They create 2 letters. The N and the Z use it. The distance separated above and below is I, and the separation of distance of time is the H. Did I create any of this? Absolutely not. Wasn't me. It was all an everybody. But it wasn't me. Not me at all. I created nothing. It's all you and everybody else. What did I do? I brought it all together and I said, hey, let's throw this together and create a game. And it's a huge game. So now that we have 19, how do we get 19? I want to get 19. I showed you the 19 and 5. 3 by 19, okay, 3 by 19 equals 57. And 3 times 5 equals to 15, okay? 3 times 19, 3 times 5. I need to multiply, do the 2, 3, 4 root. Why 2, 3, 4? 6, 7, 8? Why 6, 7, 8? What are you doing? You're driving me nuts. All these numbers. Tell me why. I want to know more. Tell me why. Why 6, 7, and 8? Why 2, 3, 4? Why 18 by 18? Why high is good luck? 324 vibration, 432. What is that good vibration that Einstein to put everything back together? What is G5 going to do with the aluminum barite that's sitting in the sky? How is that going to shiver? Which way does the spirit come into us? Is it the air we breathe? Are we cutting off the spirit, turning into zombies? Because when you're born, then before you were born and what's going on? Absolutely nothing, nothing at all. When you cut that umbilical cord, you enter into the world. But before that umbilical cord is cut, you're still where you were before you began. You wanted to come into the world, you were fully connected through your mother. And you cut the umbilical cord, and you were on earth. You can cry. Slap ass. Baby, cry. Keep it in short form. Keep it in short form. Slap ass, baby, cry. S19 spirit. 1 is the ace 11. What does that 11 mean? It means 66, now running into communication on I-80. B2, the beta creation of a B and B equaling to B and B, exante gue, exante grave. Now you have the cry. It's a C letter and it's an R letter, the seer of creation, because the Y is the 25th letter and Earth's heart is the 25th letter. AR is the resident angel and C is your creation from alpha beta inside the baby and out from your mother's front end, and nod her ass, slap the ass, make the baby cry. Let's take one lap of life and see how it goes. And it's not me. It's not me. 7 and 5 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 1 and 5 is 6. 3 and 6, creation of. I don't know why, but I keep getting DERF, creation of the reindeer, every time I think of that. And it's also, besides word analogy, word sound, and sometimes what I think. But that can all be discussed, because it's what I think, it's my vibration, what I feel, what's inside of me, what comes out of the letters. DERF. We should just leave it alone. But now that we're at 12 and 7, or we're at 1 and 5, right? 1 and 9, see, 19 minus and plus. This will give us 24. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. 6 and 8. Paying off 76. 5 times 1, 5 plus 1 is 6 and 5. 6 and 5, the reverse of that on the cube is 21. You add 21, you minus 21, you get 44 or 77. Jesus, area space to the gateway. Here cometh the E-world 5. You have the baby in 4, but you don't have the baby with spirit in 5, equaling to the spirit in the half-life of 6. The addition, the high, the NZ. The high and the NZ, because this is the addition. And this is the English square head. This is multiplication, point to point, corner to corner. Which way should I go next? 19 by 5 equals 45 and 50. So that's Uranus. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5. Okay. 6 times 5, 1 times 5 equals to 6. 1 times 5, 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 and 5, Mars. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, 6 and 5. E-world in creation, birth. Remember, you can reverse these. Backwards it's 2, upside down it's 9, the 29th day. This way 5 and 9, E-I-E-I-O. The other way is 2 and 6, beta creation, 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 equals 2, 12, and 8, 20, or 4. The delta angle of creation, 20 and 4. Communication, let me look at that again. I have to think. Okay, I did a different equation on a different occasion. 2 times 6, 2 plus 6, 20 and 8. Divided by 2 equals 10 and 4, 10, 4 communication. 1 and 4, 1 plus 0 is 1. Although all zeros equal 6, I won't explain why right now, but I will explain why. All zeros equal 6 makes it 74. 74, cross, time, Jesus. If you brought this number to the 7th gate, you would now add 30. If you minused it, you would then have 30 equals to 44. If you do it again, hold on a second, 7 and 3, 3 and 6. Now here's a new equation that goes with this. The numeric value with 0 equaling to 6 would give me 16, or the half-life. 1 and 6 equals 7. 74 is cross time at Jesus. Cross time at Jesus, bringing it to the number 7, you will have 7 and 0. 4 and 3, we get 77, and that's Christ. If we put a 9 over here, right? If we have a 9 and 3, we are now on 93 Saturn, Saturn skies. Why Saturn skies? Because why 9? Because 9 and 7 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7 again, 0 or 7, so we can have 0 or 9 together. We minus it. We have 7 minus 3 is 4. We have 4 minus 0 is 4. I don't know why I have that written down there. If we have 7 plus 3 is 10. 4 and 6 is 10. Okay, now in this next equation, what happens is we have now 36. We brought it to 44, standing for area space cross time at Jesus in creation. This will also revert into 36. I will tell you, okay, all zeros equal 6. Why? Because you go around. But either you're the H, using the half-life, 1, 2, 3, 2 dots, 2 dots, 2 dots, from the deck of cards. I'm using the law of the cards of creation. We play poker. Poker, what is the reality of poker? What is the reality of the casino games? The casino games in my time in life, in my period in life, not from then, not from the future, in my present, in my past, and in my future, because it's my project and it's my incoming spirit. You can add to it, we can check it, we can add another story, we can keep adding and adding and adding until we see and believe what the reality of that story, and if it means anything, and if there is any possible truth of that reality, and of course there will be, as long as the equations are properly calculated, it'll be that story and that equation, and that is after will be what you believe. What will this do to us in the future? Once we have a strength of belief and we can understand where we all came from, then maybe religions will come back to say we live by the truth of creation instead of by the truth of this, that, or the other book, or what he said, they said, she said, we said, I don't know who said what. When the animals are chirping, don't knock down the Amazon forest. We go in and knock it down because we created the mighty dollar, which is out of control. The only animal out of control right now is the mighty dollar in the human light of the human race. Human light, hue and light. LNQ, which tells me Liberals Quebec and a danger. It's telling me Hydro-Quebec, Quebec, and all I know is, boom, what comes? Hoover Dam. The other thing that comes is something to do with water and electricity. Danger, North Quebec. We're coming into the eye of the light, into the new, what happened to our computer system. Tell me what happened to our computer system. The changes are in our computer system are the changes we will go through, I believe, in the new spirit of time, in the new reception of what do you want to call it? In the new light, in the new part of life, something is coming to the humans, to us, to the fleshy robotic, something new. Whatever that is, let's stick to the project. So we've seen, I'm going to do these two different videos. I'm not sure where I was with numbers. Yes, now I remember. It's important that I show you this. Let me go back up a page. It's not even backing up a page. So now when I bring it to 1010, which is 100, or 010, which will be binary code as 0, 2, 0, 9. 0101 would be value of 0, value of 2, value of 2, 0, 1, and 1. 1, is it 1124 or is it 1248? So if it's 1248, so 8 and 2, 28, the cycle of the moon, right? 2 and 8, 28. 1 and 1 is 66 on the cube. It can also be 66 on the cube. If you want to bring it to the 10 position, you add 99. The gateway to the half-life in Jupiter. And you want to bring it to the 4 position, mass. But instead of the spirit, why don't we just say Mars comes together with Jupiter to the gateway. Now we get to I-80. Why I-80? Because the highways were changed from 66 to Interstate 80 in the U.S. Remember, it has to be relative to me. And if you say something to me, that's now relative to me. So we see how we got to all these periods, all these areas, how we came through the sun, how our final frontier may be the touching of Mars. What is next? We're going back to the moon. We did the full cycle. Mars, from the moon, over to Mars, back to the moon again. Raphael, 7286. But before I go, there's one little design I saw today at the paint shop. It was a circle. The circle was empty. Okay, so I'm going to put a little dot for mean it's a passage. And then around that circle, okay, was another circle. We're half circles, like brackets. And they weren't finished. None of these brackets were finished. It was cut off here. Okay, and then in here, okay, over here, okay, over here was another circle here, and another circle here, and another circle here. Whoops, sorry, not on there. And another circle here. And then there was another circle here,